Good morning, guys. Welcome back to a long hiatus of Frankenstein Fabrications. So, the last time I was on here, I was doing the truck, posted a few videos of what I'd done so far. Dash is done, roof's done, back's done, floor's done, and the floor we were just going for color. That was it. So the floor's done. Now I have to tape up around here, up through there, around there, and down there, so that I can get the insides of the doors. It's over there and over there, and the insides, the door jambs here. I sand. All right, complete battery failure in so in the middle of explaining something, the battery just goes from 60% down to 0. That's always awesome. So again, dash is done, roof's done, floor's done. Now I'm just taping up so I can get in here, down here, and over there. So that's what we're going to get done today, guys. I apologize that I've been off for a while. I want to thank my 69 subscribers. I appreciate you guys very much. Let's get this thing taped up today and get her sprayed, because the next one coming in is a square body. It's sitting outside. I've got a cab and a bed and stuff to do on it. Also have a square body lowrider that's coming in that's got the airbags on it. Whoever the person was that did those did the airbags on that truck and the frame and everything, you know, cutting the frame, they did some awesome work. I'll show you guys that when it comes in. I'm waiting on the payment from the guy, and we'll get it in here. But anyway, let's get this thing taped up and maybe shoot some color today. All right, thank you guys, I appreciate it. Oh, and the hiatus thing, so back I don't know, probably 15 years ago, something like that, when I lived in Havre, or no, Bozeman. I tried to do, now this is back before recycling was a big thing. I tried to do recycling business, and it was doing pretty good. There was some people that were you know, getting on board. What I'd do is I'd get those plastic barrels, those 55-gallon plastic barrels, and I'd cut the tops out of them. And then what I would do is I would take them to bars, and I'm assuming the way it works is when your dumpster, you know, the forks on a dumpster truck, you know, they come up and they fork it, and then they pick it up, you know, and they hold it there, and then they dump it behind them and then back down, you know. I'm assuming that when they pick it up to about here, they're weighing it, because everything that goes in the dump is weighed, right? So if they weigh it to go in, then those bottles and stuff, you know, after a good Friday night, you know, 4 good Friday and Saturday nights, you know, you're going to have a lot of glass. So I was charging, I think it was, this was back in 2000, I think 2004, 2003. I was charging, I think it was $20 a month for to come by and pick up the glass. So the one bar owner that I talked to, he said that I was saving him over $300 a month by charging $20 a month to pick up his glass. And there was starting to get some people on board, but I didn't have the tools. All I had was my back. So what I would do is I would come up and I would bear hug those 55-gallon drums full of glass, pick them up, and then set them on the back of the truck. Well, I did that one day at the bar, and it literally felt like somebody shoved a knife in the lower part of my back. So now I have a pie-shaped disc in the lower part of my back. So yeah, it tends to act up every once in a while, and it can be the simplest thing. I can be out here in the garage and I can be bent over all day long and nothing. I could be out here in the garage one day and just literally bend down to pick something up, and bam, I'm in bed for 7 to 14 days. So yeah, with that going on, it's fun, guys, let me tell you. All right, so let's get this thing taped up, and let's get this thing painted, and let's get this thing out the door so we can get something else in here. And yeah, because you know this has been going on a long time. Yeah, let's get it done. All right, guys. What's up, fellas? Today is July 4th. Happy Independence Day to you guys. Unfortunate for me, I'll be in the garage all day. Got to get this truck done. Yeah, so we're gonna push. Been pushing all last week, pushing this week too. We're gonna get this thing done. So today we have all taped up. I got final coat of black primer on the front. Got the final coat of black primer here. You always, when you put your primer down, you always find that one last little spot. So I got that little spot there to fill in. Other than that, doors ready, firewall's ready, doors ready, door jambs are ready. So today we are going to get this we're going to get this all painted up, and then we're going to let it, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the heater on up there, because we got a cold front today. It's raining outside. We got a cold front. It's only 66 degrees in here. I think outside today it's like 57 or 56 or something like that. So what I might do is I might, when I get it all painted up, I'll turn the heater on and force dry it for a couple hours. I don't know how hot that heater will get it in here. I've never, I've always run it between 60 and 65 degrees, but that's comfortable for me. So I don't know, we'll crank it up as high as it'll go and close all the windows in here and see what happens. But yeah, I think what I want to do is I want to let it flow for a little while, maybe an hour, and let all that metallic just kind of flow, and the clear, let it kind of flow a little bit. But yeah, that's what we got planned today. So let's get started, guys. Okay. And then you spend 15 minutes walking around the shop trying to find something. A long time ago, I built this little cart that this cab is sitting on. I built it at a shop that I was at because I wanted to have some way of moving cabs and stuff around, and I didn't want to just be sitting on the floor. I wanted to be able to move them around a little bit. So I built this thing out of an old gate. It's actually a gate going into a what used to be a cow pasture. not a cow pasture anymore, but it used to be. So I built it out of a gate, and the guy that let me use his shop, he had, I don't know how many, it was a huge pile of steel. I'm gonna say it was probably, waist high and just probably 6 feet across, of all kinds of just steel, just all kinds of steel. And he said, have at it, use that, use whatever you want. So I built this thing, and at the time, everybody kept telling me, oh, use shopping cart wheels, shopping cart wheels. I'm like, okay. So just so happened the local Pacific, I don't know if any of you guys out there have a Pacific Steel or anything like that, but it just so happened that there was a shopping center that was closing in the town that I was in, and they decided that they'd, I guess, haul them in for scrap or whatever, but I was able to get a bunch of shopping cart wheels. So I put shopping cart wheels on it. Well, I wasn't thinking ahead. None of the shopping cart wheels have locks on them. So when you're trying to wet sand like this, and you're, pushing on it to wet sand, you can, it rolls all over the place. I don't like that. Nothing I can do about it right now, because I've got this cab on it, and I gotta get this cab done. So there's nothing I can do about that until I get this cab done. But when I get this cab done, I'm actually gonna go to Harbor Freight and get me some wheels at Harbor Freight. I don't think they're too much, but I'm gonna get some wheels with locks on them. So that way, when I go to, do something like this, I can lock the wheels on it so it don't roll all over the place. I know that when I'm doing body work on the truck, and I'm trying to sand, when I first started on this truck, I do body work on it. I try to sand on it and follow it all over the garage. So what I would do is I'd take my air hose and run it behind it or in front of it or wherever it was that I was trying to sand or whatever against, so that the wheels would go up against the air hose and it wouldn't move anymore. But then I'd get my air hose tangled, and I'd need the air hose, and then I'd pull it, and it's a big mess. That's what it is. I'm sure you guys are probably wanting to see this done too. I know I am. It's been a little bit too long in the garage, I think. Or at least I think it has anyway. Now see, I'm gonna make a giant mess in the garage. Trying to use as little soap and water as I can. And I've noticed, and I don't know if any of you guys out there, wet sand or whatever, but back a long time ago, I used to use Joy dishwashing liquid. Well, I can't find that anymore, so we use Dawn dishwashing liquid. And I've noticed that, here, I'll show you guys. You see that kind of white smear that's right there? Well, what happens is that stuff dries on here. Well, it don't dry. I mean, I rinse it off. I've gotten to where I take one of these and with soap and water in it, and then I actually physically have another one that's got clean water in it, and then I rinse it off. But it just seems to, I don't know, it just seems to stay on there. I don't know why. Maybe it's because of the Dawn dishwashing liquid. I don't know. But here's the one. Here's the one with clean water. It's empty now, but so I'm gonna go fill this up with clean water. I'll be right back. You know, you can pick these up just about anywhere. I got this one at the dollar store. Anything other than water, and it's yeah, it'll destroy it in a matter of seconds. Yeah, here comes the mess, because now what I gotta do is I gotta wipe all this off and then dry it somehow. Guess I can turn the heat up in here, dry it that way. I gotta get all that soap off, I guess is what it is. I don't like it. I really don't. I wish I could find some joy. Of course, I haven't really searched all over the place for it, you know. I just went down to the local Dollar General store. I remember when I was growing up, that's where I could find it at all the time, is at the Dollar General store, Family Dollar. See if we can get all this water off, or at least halfway off, so that we don't get none in the paint. Might have to blow dry it, I don't know, or crank the heat up in here. That's gonna suck. Because if I crank the heat up in here, then that's gonna get it hot in here, and then I'm gonna be, yeah, pouring sweat. Oh, the life of a body man, I guess. Could take the air hose, I guess, and blow it off. Tell you what, guys. Tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get this firewall dried up really quick, and then I'm gonna be back with you guys, okay? I'll be right back. All right, guys, so this is getting kind of long. I'm going to cut it off right here. Tune in next week to see the firewall and everything painted. And we'll see you guys on the next one. I appreciate you guys for watching. I thank you guys for watching. It really humbles me, and I want to let you guys know that I really feel blessed that you guys are subscribing to me. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right, guys. Remember, if your project's ignored, it'll never get restored. See you next week.